Hey, what is up, my silent friends? I'm narrating Foxy on my Foxes, and today we are playing Shadow Raid. I'm going to set up the equipment here for you, just to show you the setup. Very simple. Thermal paste, make sure to put it there for the quicker entry. Thermal paste buys you an additional entry point, very valuable. Loot drop-off point, I tend to stick on the south side, the west side rather. And one favor left. No point, can't buy anything with one favor. Let's begin. Okay. So as soon as the game starts, we're going to just jump straight into the heist. Now, let's see. First thing I'm going to do is run over to here, open up this sewer entrance, the manhole. Then I'm going to run over here, make sure there's no guard down the alleyway that can see me. And then I'm going to open up these, and I'm going to take some thermal paste. I'm going to run down. I'm going to do this quickly to gain quick access to the warehouse. This gives me instant access to the warehouse, very easy to remember. Once I get my first bag, the regular van drop-off point will be unlocked, but that drop-off point is already there. Now, using sewer access to the warehouse, again, provides us instant access without having to sneak through the cargo yard, and it also provides me access to another way of dropping off loot. Just through the sewers, there is nobody who ever comes down here, so you don't have to worry about, people running in and looking at your bags. Plus, there's a free crowbar down here for you to collect. Crowbar is very important in this mission, so taking this entrance and getting it this early on is very helpful. Otherwise, you'd have to look through the warehouse to find one. Now, the loot that you can find around this place varies from everything to weapons, to gold, to coke, to artifacts, to regular cash. You can essentially take all of it. It all counts towards your 12 bags. You probably know that already, but I just thought I'd run you through it. So, let's see. Crowbar allows you to open these shipping crates, which have artifacts and such in them. Artifacts is the heaviest, but is also worth the most. Worth remembering. Anything that allows you to tag guards is great, allows you to find their locations, etc. When dropping off loot in this first area, just make sure to throw it in the sewers. You can come and move it later. I tend to move them away from the ladder. It's a habit because of one time I failed a mission because somebody, or a guard, looked down and saw the loot. I don't even know how it was possible. Maybe it wasn't the case, but it's just become a habit to move them out of the way. You are coming this way. I'd like to go into the main warehouse area, but I'd also like to take out the cameras, and I'm going to go for the cameras. So the camera's very simple, just head up the stairs here. Could be some guards, but you can sneak around these containers. It's very easy to do. Could be a crowbar there. There is a crowbar there. That's always helpful in the event that you have two people and you need a second one for a friend. Now in here's the guy with the cameras. You can kill him, he's got a key card, and this is actually a decent place to put bags, because no one actually comes in, except for this one dude we're about to off. Rule of thumb, if you're standing by his feet and you can see outside the door, you'll want to bag him up and move him. No one ever comes in here, even when you open the door, so just bag this guy up and throw him in the corner, take his key card, and open up some more loot areas. There's actually a couple just here if you ever want to, open them up. I actually want to see what's in here. Normally I would use the vault, I would do the vault, but since it's just me, there's really no point. Keycard in exchange for some used dinars. Lovely. Any extra loot you can nab is great. Just move everything you can. Once you have 12 bags, secure those 12 bags, and if you want to go for extra loot, you can. Easy. If you get caught, you can just leave. It's that simple. Snap, crackle, and pop. Okay. So, there are all sorts of different loot areas around here. It's always worth remembering where these shipping crates are bound to spawn, so you can check them. They won't always be full, but there will always be crates in certain areas. It's also worth remembering what they look like. It's also worth remembering that crates will not be spotted if they are open, but only if you bag up the loot and chuck it on the ground. That's when it will be spotted. Gold. Not as heavy as an artifact, but still decently heavy and hard to move. As you can see though, I'm not having too much of an issue with it, but that's just because I'm standing. So already, I believe I've got 6 bags here. Yeah, 6 bags of loot, that's halfway there. I could start moving it now, but I'd like to grab more if I can. Should be a forklift at somewhere in this area with a shipping crate on it. There is one right there. Let's see, is anyone around? Doesn't look like it. Let's go ahead and see. Gold. There's guns over there. I'm going to go nab next time I come back round. Okay, I'm going to go for those guns. As you can see, I'm actually doing fairly well. I'm nearly finished already. But moving the bags is a problem. I think I just heard the helicopter. Could be wrong. No. Oh, I did. Yeah. Now, I'd like to know what's in there, so I'm actually going to turn up my volume for a second and listen. I was listening for an audible boom, but there isn't one, which means there are new guards arriving. So it only makes things harder for us. Yeah, it sounds like some guards are being dropped off. Right, that only makes things harder for us, guys. So we're going to move quicker before they actually arrive in the warehouse. They're on the roof at the moment. Right, so I kind of want to leave now. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to look around this area, see if I can see any more loot. There shouldn't be any here that I know of. Right. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to pick the lock to here. This should take us outside. I'm going to go into the murky water containers and I'm going to look for money. I need 4 bags, and once I do that, I'm going to secure the rest down there and we are good to leave. Murky water containers are red and they've got murky water written on the side. As you can see, there is no container in the very center, which means there's no artifact, which means more guards have been dropped off. Here's our first bag. Van is actually quite close, so we're going to use that instead. Sneak out the front entrance, just makes things easier. Just need 4 bags. Not all of them have money in them. This one does. Very, very sneaky. If you get spotted, it's a problem unless you've already got all of the required loot, in which case it just prevents you from gaining any more. Actually, let's go use that drop-off point back there. There'll be more loot to gain from this area anyway. Hell, maybe I can find more money bags than I need. So a lot of containers back here. In case you guys are curious, just drop it in, and it's secure. I'm starting to think there is a money bag in all of them. Except I know for a fact that it's not the case. It just feels like it at the moment. I have 2 seconds. He's not coming this way. How do I get up there? Ooh, a bit of parkour. Do you reckon I could do it? Well, not with him there, I can't. I want to go up there. I really do. I want to go up there. I got the loot I want, but I really want to go up. Oh bugger! No, I'm cornered. This isn't good. Oh no! Oh no! 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 I'm cornered. Get out! Get out! Get out! Oh! This is why I said I was cornered. It's freaking everywhere. I can't get out. Oh, yes, he's moved. Where'd he go? Which way did he go? This way. Oh my god, fucking no. Oh my oh, look at this. Look at this talent. I need to actually get on the top of this thing. Oh, okay. I can't get up. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh. Oh, dear. Yes. No, there's no money in here. That was a waste. That was funny though. You could climb up onto the roof using that. Doesn't matter. Let's just leave. Ooh. I kind of want to loot this one, as it looks like a challenge. There we go. There's a couple of containers with nothing in them, just to show you that it is possible. Get out of here. Oh no. Come on. And just when I thought it could get easy, they stick one of them bastards in. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Done. It's just a matter of moving the loot now. Oh, I don't want to screw this up. I don't. After all this, I'm not screwing this up. So we got all sorts of loot over here. We got gold, we got artifacts, money. It's a pretty good haul, I would say. But I'm not done yet. I'm going to loot it all first, and then I want to see if I can get any more. Because I believe that when it says the loot is you need 12 bags, but the amount you can get is maximum twice as much. 24 possible bags. 4 of course are in the vault, which we can't get access to because of our current predicament, being, you know, on our own. So that's fine. So it's about 20 bags. There's probably a few more we can nab. There's a lot of things you ought to remember when you're playing this particular mission. First of all, the helicopter will always show up. There's no chance of him not showing up. And he will either drop a container, which will instantly open both sides, which will contain an artifact always. Or it will drop off 4 guards on the roof. 4 armoured murky water guards. And they will start off on the roof, they will make their way into the warehouse, and they will be a pain in the arse to deal with. For that reason, I tend to just, you know, avoid them as much as possible. If you have multiple people, you can always have an artifact. You can force the helicopter to not drop guards. And the way you do this is by sending someone to the roof to sit on the helipad. And when you do that, no guards will actually spawn. It's very lovely. The container will always show up. It's quite wonderful. Hey, artifacts moved. Oh, that took a while. Imagine taking up that ladder though. Oh, I'm not looking forward to that. Here we go, guys. Almost there. Almost there. See what you got. Weapons. We had a full kitted loot setup here. This is wonderful. So as you could actually tell, this heist is fairly easy once you know where the loot is, when you know the little crooks and crannies in there. When you pick your preference as to how you want the assets set up and you execute the plan, it's very, very easy to complete. If you want to go for more loot, you can. But actually, I've decided this time I'm not going to. To move things like this from here to the van, fairly simple to do. Just walk past the front gate and you got that covered. It's really easy. It's so simple. Of course, everything can change if, you know, there's a certain guard in a certain area that is a problem to deal with. Other than that, you know, it's really easy to just move these. And when I say if there's a certain guard, there could be one just standing right there, and they always have a chance of seeing you. But in this case, there are absolutely no guards nearby. He could always be a problem. But if you're not required to walk directly past that gate. You can just stand on the other side of the street, and that is what makes these things so easy to move. Oh no, not this thing! I hate moving the artifact. He moves so slow. Look at him. Snail's face. You may as well just try dragging it with a freaking rope. Oh no, come on! Come on! This is a joke. I think he has a chance of spotting us. No, he doesn't. Ooh, brr, that was close. Once I move this, it should just be very simple to move the rest of them. Look at that! That was so worth $1 million. I'm trying not to die here. This fall will kill you. And I don't want to screw it up. Coke, my favorite thing to move. You can sprint. It takes you a couple of seconds to move it. For 4 times the worth of an artifact and 10 times the speed, I prefer Coke over artifacts. Money! Essentially move the same speed, but you can't sprint. $10 bags of glorious loot. I'd love to see this turn into a movie scene of some description. Just, you know, some guys sneaking into a warehouse, sneaking out. They have to make some sort of action part of it. They make it so the alarm goes off. Because when the alarm goes off, you actually have a minute to leave. To make it sound like they're almost done. Boom, alarm goes off. That would be a very cool movie scene, in my opinion. Last bag. Here we go. I'd get extra loot, but, you know, I feel like I ran this on for too long. I'll just leave. And done. Well, that was that. Thank you guys for watching this. I've been Fox, you've been my viewers, and I'll see you in my next video.